next week you're gonna have your screen wall finished.
So are we all good to continue the Escape from Innsmouth scenario of Mansions of Madness, 2nd edition?
Yes.
All right, well, let's get it going. We are due for a mythos phase, so we're going to resume the scenario.
During the Steam sale that is still ongoing, I picked up RoboCop. It's fun.
There's a RoboCop game?
It's really good too. It's really good. Go figure, 30 years after the movie came out.
I have to check that out.
It is so
The
good.
fire spreads out of control. Place fire in a space adjacent to a space containing fire.
A space or all the spaces?
No, a space of our choice. So do we want it here? Or, well, I forget, what they say about doorways and adjacency? I guess it's
That's for the fear effect. I forget the name of it. The
horror checks.
Horror checks. Does that apply the same rules for?
I imagine it would have to at some point, because then it's spreads one area and then it's done. Spread.
Right. Yeah, maybe it has to fill the room first or something. Yeah, it's fun stopping around slow. At one point, it's like RoboCop doesn't take all that. Okay, you go down an elevator shaft. It's so good.
That's funny. Do they have commercial humor and all that in there?
In some ways, yeah, because it opens with the news anchor describing some stuff going on, and then that becomes a hostage situation, and no commercials after it. Well, no, I take it back. They had a audio commercial. There was a radio that you could
So
turn
do we want the fire here or here?
So we were here running from them. I don't know that it.
I don't know that we need to go that way anymore. So maybe
we might need to get away from these guys. But if I can move to the fire extinguisher.
We can't get from the bathroom to here, right? We have to come through here.
Right.
But then we have to go through here regardless, don't we?
Unless, I guess we could sneak out this way.
Yeah,
that's true.
The door's missing. There's a trap door right here.
Oh, there is?
Yeah,
I forget to put trapdoor tokens?
Yeah, maybe the other side of the big
I think it was like this thing, wasn't it? The hole in the wall or whatever, or something. Oh, that was it. The cabinet.
Oh, okay. And then there's some corresponding token for the other side, and I just forgot to put it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it this one?
I think it might be the reverse of that one.
Okay. Oh.
Whatever.
That works. We'll look at the thing here in a moment. So you want here then?
Mm-hmm. That's my vote, so we can
fire spreads. Okay. And then each painting and photograph on the wall seems to watch you. This mytho then affects the investigator in a hall, office, or study with the lowest sanity.
Not me.
You're in the library. Where are we? We are in.
You're in a storefront.
Oh, storefront. Yeah. So is that not off? You said hall or library or
hall, office, or study.
Hey, don't put my library in there.
No effect.
Okay.
As with one voice, the mob cries out in the language you don't understand. In response, a repulsive creature emerges from the deep. Spawn a deep one as indicated.
Yeah. Another one. Yay.
Just what we were waiting for.
Maybe we could start doing it like the Monsters game, where we try to get them to fall in love and leave them alone.
Someone in the mob seems to realize your plans to use a boat to escape. The crowd begins heading to the docks to stop you once and for all. A number of the locals break away from the mass to circle the building in the opposite direction. Spawn a riot as indicated. I glued all of these about a week ago, but one dude came loose. Okay. I think it was actually this dude. And I super glued him. That's my fingers. Quite fun. But yeah, I think it was actually that. So I think this one's fine. Okay. And it wants us to put it here. Okay. The Innsmouth mob moves 2 spaces toward the alley 2. Alley 2. I'm sorry. The alley 2.
Alley one.
Alley corner. This is alley 2. Well,
That one or that one? Said they're going in opposite directions, so I would imagine.
If it told us to put a little, should have told us to put a little token to indicate, to distinguish them, but if it did, I passed by it. Let's see.
Great, you ruined the game.
The path is switched along with that. Each investigator who shared a space and becomes okay. Continue. Oh, okay. So this one gets this thing. According to this, has that in the corner, and this one gets this thing because there's now multiples of.
When it starts getting hard to track which monster is which, I think we're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the app, so that we
I
know which one the app is moving.
I think he's implying that there's enough on the
There's
board
too
that
many.
we got a problem.
The Innsmouth mob attacks each investigator in its space. Okay. No investigators in the space. The deep one hybrid moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator.
The unmarked one.
I forget.
Well, I'm sorry.
Do doors prevent them from attacking like they prevent us?
They
hope so.
prevent the
horror check.
So yeah.
Okay.
And I think to attack they have to be in the same space.
Gotcha.
At least so far, it's been that.
Well,
Somebody might have range
3
too.
or whatever. Yeah.
That's for the horror.
Yeah,
And
okay.
doors stop it.
Okay. So I guess they're coming he's coming this way, right?
I think so, because that is a door.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well,
Barricaded
it's barricaded, but he doesn't know that, right?
Right.
Okay. And then no investigators in the space. The deep one, meaning that one, moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator, then attacks the investigator in the space with the lowest light.
Yes.
Okay, no investigator in space. The deep one with this indicator moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator, then attacks the investigator in space with the lowest
So I guess straightforward.
observation.
You'll be knocking at that door with the mob.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This one's not a cardboard piece.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then investigating the space. This riot moves up to 2 spaces to be in a space with as many investigators as possible, then attacks each investigator in space. No investigators within 2 spaces. The riot moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator.
Ooh, so what does that do with a barricade?
So
I'm trying to remember. So we still need to find a bell.
Yeah.
And then unlock the boats or the light. Well,
And
I have a light.
And we have to have this guy with us, which it's probably an escort mission. We probably have to go and interact with him to
Yeah,
get
to
him
keep
to
getting
move.
moving. I have a light. I just don't have
Right.
Too light.
the thing.
Yeah, I
Or
wonder
isn't
if
it
it's-
that? I thought.
Well,
Didn't they say it was a thing at the end of a dock?
if we if we look at the app, it'll let us click it to double check what it is, at least for the first description. It might be there, but also it could be like under a boat or something.
Okay.
Well,
When a monster attempts to move,
Oh, that's
when a monster attempts to move through a blocked door or a blocked secret passage, this is under the section of the barricades, blocking the barricade. It can destroy the barricade by resolving the following steps. Determine dice pool. Determine the number of dice the monster will roll. This number is its dice pool. Start with the printed value of the monster's brawn. So that's the number on the bottom of it.
4.
Oh no, on the bottom of it.
Oh.
Which happens to be 4, but we're looking at the correct one. Yeah, it's the red number on the bottom. 4. The red value in the bottom right corner of the back of the monster's. Yeah. Add or subtract all dice as specified by other effects such as monster abilities. So what is this? Riot's monster ability. Ordinary people in large numbers can be extremely dangerous. Unfortunately, they are usually dangerous to one another. So no special ability. So it's rolling 4 die.
good.
For myself, I'm usually great for everything else. All right. What do we have there? Two successes. It looks like, I'm guessing.
If the monster rolled 2 or more success results, the barricade is discarded and the monster moves as normal. Otherwise, the monster forfeits its movement.
Well, that's just great.
Whoops! Shouldn't have let me roll.
Okay, so then,
It's pretty good odds.
but it doesn't say attacks. It just says moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror rating. After all horror checks have been resolved, tap the end phase button to continue. Alrighty.
Sorry, guys. Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
So, no horror check here, but we both have to do this. We both have to do the riot. So, we've been always doing Garrett's character before mine.
Thanks for setting this up, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not quite the easiest to set up and take care of.
You are suddenly caught up in the chanting and shouting. You begin to lose your sense of self among the din and clamor. So this is going to be a will men 2 roll.
Sorry, Will.
Will men 2. Gotcha.
I don't have anything to spend on it, so just 1.
Okay. You lose yourself to the moment, suffer 1 horror, and become dazed. It's going to be a face-up war because we're going to set this down.
The dazed won't affect me because I can't spend clues. I have clues. Face-up horror is resolve immediately. Suffer 1 additional face-down horror for each spell you have. I don't have a. No, I do. Sure. So face down, and then I put this face down. Okay. 3 face down.
And 2 face up. Okay. All right. So then we resolve again for me. The crowd calls out your name, and then a litany of
Michael?
what unspeakable profanity they intend to visit upon your person. Will 2. My will is 3. All right.
Blanks.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so I fell. I cannot stop dwelling on the more colorful entries on the list. I suffer 2 horror. 2 days of horror.
Come on, Bob.
Panic. Resolve immediately. Suffer 1 additional face down damage. Then flip this card face down. And then in sudden shock, resolve immediately. Drop 2 random items, then flip this card face down.
No.
So
You don't have anything we need, do you?
I have my 2x4 that I've been attacking with. So these are, well, this is in, well, equipment is item, right? I think everything other than spells are items.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think all my stuff is items. So no, we've determined.
I'm determined to undetermine it.
Spells are possessions. Common items and unique items are items, and then those 2 plus spells are possessions.
It refers to common and unique items. So it would still be items. Are they? Let's find out. Let's see. Let's find out.
I'm telling you, I already know. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, because some of this is face up. I mean, some of this has double sided. Yeah. Left hand or right hand?
Left.
Okay.
Condition, spell, and horror and damage cards do not count, but everything else does.
1 or 2?
3.
1. I rolled it back for that. I was doing print or no print.
I lose the cult sigil.
Okay, we might be done with that. That was evidence, though. But
I think all the evidence we needed, though, was to figure out.
I need, yeah, but
Whatever.
at least I kept my,
the 2x4, yeah.
yeah, I kept the 2x4.
A lot of good that's going to do against a freaking raving crowd with an axe and shovels.
Right.
Hey, it's
Don't
better,
bring a
it's
2x4
better,
to an
it's
axe
better
fight.
than nothing.
That's true.
Okay, and then in the mythos phase, yes. You have, okay, so we are on to investigator phase. You have not gone insane yet.
It's true.
I do recommend prioritizing dealing with some.
Yeah, well, it's double-edged sword, right? Because how many actions we get again? Is it 2?
2, and you can move 2 spaces
Right.
For 1 action.
with something in between.
Right. So the best because if I stay close, I'm going to get attacked and probably get more anyway. I have this, but it'll take away a whole action.
Right.
I can take a horror away, and then I can move, but then I will not be able to interact with him to progress him, and then he's going to get swarmed by monsters.
Right. Is there a way to interact with him on the app? Like, is his icon there?
It should be.
Yeah. Okay.
So
it does show. Yeah.
So I could move to him, interact, and finish my move, but then I'll definitely be within range on the next move to get horrored.
Why?
They'll just go around that way.
Well, the other downside is it might just be a random mythos thing. Like anything can get you.
Yeah,
and if
that's
you're
true.
sitting 1 away, that's a tough call.
If he has to move 2 towards the nearest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't we choose to have him move to this direction? If you land here,
I
it's
don't
a
think
split, so I think it's the same thing as here. I think they're both
so
connected.
he's 1, 2.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so it'd be faster that way, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not good.
And I think we were supposed to get into that shack at some point too. I think the bell's in there because whoever said, "Oh, check the kid that was here" or something.
Yeah, he said something important.
Well, here's the thing: if I go insane, at least you guys can still progress. So
Well,
I think
we can look up insane.
So I think I would interact with him and try to progress him further to assist the group.
Let's look up the effect of insane. Let's make sure we understand what insane does.
Insane in the membrane.
Oh, it's not here in your eye.
And do you go insane as soon as you get to your number, or is it you get to your number and then one more?
No, when the investigator has suffered horror, whether face up or face down, equal to or exceeding his sanity, that investigator becomes insane. When an investigator becomes insane, he gains an insane condition and discards all of his face down horror. If an effect causes an investigator to suffer horror in excess of his sanity, he suffers all horror from that effect before becoming insane and discarding another. Each insane condition has a required number of players, which is indicated. When the investigator gains an insane condition, the number of players is less than. So you're going to make sure you take an insane conditions that's appropriate for 3 players.
Okay.
And then you're going to resolve what it says. So different insane condition cards might say different things.
And is there a way to uninsane yourself?
An investigator's insane condition can alter how that investigator moves. When an insane investigator has suffered horror equal to in such a case, the investigator will perform rarely used actions. It doesn't say here how to get rid of an insane. So, but the insane condition itself might add clarity.
Pop a couple Prozac and be done with it.
And there probably isn't a way, because if you hit your insanity limit again with the insane card, that's a lost condition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like just trying to run or get away is not going to work, because the amount of space they move is 2, so I'm always going to be in range.
Yeah.
Because the best I can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they'd move 1, 2, and they'd still be right within range. So, in the hopes of helping everybody, I'm going to interact with him and try to progress him to where he needs to go.
Okay, so you've done.
I'm going to move, interact, and then finish my move.
Gotcha.
Well, I'll see after the interaction if I finish my move.
Right. Yeah. He needs to get his gun.
Agent Craven is fervently looking over what appears to be a record of immigration. This must be storage for the city's historical records. I cannot return to the Bureau empty-handed. There must be something in these records to help my case. Continue.
It's not the time, dude.
Help me look for something about the Marsh family. Investigator with missing link unique item can show the agent the family history.
No.
Oh, okay.
Luckily.
I don't have the
I have
missing
a grotesque stone.
I have the missing link.
Hey!
How convenient.
Wow. That is.
So it takes an action to show it to him. Okay, which
Is that part of this? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that is exactly the lead I needed. We should get out of this city as soon as possible.
Yeah, damn right we should.
I will stay here and collect whatever other evidence
we should do that.
I can until the boat arrives. I will stay here and collect whatever other evidence I can until the boat. Gain 2 clues. So you gain 2 clues.
That's it.
That's it, I guess.
But he does not move. But he says he will stay there until the boat arrives. So I think we're
I don't think
allowed
we're
to
gonna
summon the boat.
And I think it was a good call, because I had the missing link, and that would have sucked if.
Okay.
Yeah, we tried.
So okay, with that, I will
Finish
my move out there.
And that's your 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that between Garrett and I, we might be able to eliminate that mob, but these guys are
they're close behind.
They're going to flow right in.
Yeah.
So I think we have to run.
Which would be 4 distance. So I think that we should.
Yeah. The crappy thing is we are going to get to a point where they're all going to converge from 2 ways.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a swarm of shit.
Now, can we leave the space?
I think that's what it was. We were trying to figure that out last time. I think that we were doing it slightly incorrectly, and that we were spending an action where I think later we
it's a roll to see if you can.
But it's not an action.
It's not an action. Yeah.
Yeah, because then we gave.
Also, another rule clarification Garrett and I discovered at the end of last time
Oh yeah.
was that site tokens don't take an action. When you interact with the token and it says reveal, it doesn't have the action icon next to the word reveal. It just means you reveal it. So we shorted ourselves some actions during the game.
Quite a few times.
Yeah. So I guess I can attempt to evade, and then the question is, do I want to run this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, but then they will
You'll
come
be closer, yeah.
this way, right?
For fun on me.
Well, the other option would be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Oh, that's better.
I think that's, yeah.
Because of the secret passage, we can go that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And not pick up anything new. So I just need to try to evade. And they have an evade of 7.
What does that mean?
Okay. So, or they have an attention of 7. So you have that. They're the ones we have to try to evade. The highest attention is the one that you have to try to evade when there's one. 8.
I guess with a lot of people in the crowd, they're good at paying attention to us.
We select the monster and we say we're trying to evade, and then it walks us through it. Gotcha. So it is this
green
one,
swirly rock, Mom.
and I want to evade. Resolve an evade check. Confirm. The riot surrounds you and attempts to pin you down. This is a strength 2. So I need to roll strength.
This is the part where you scream the R word and
But I don't get to use my weapon.
Right.
Right. No. Well, oh, that's my. This should be something. I could use the 2x4 as a barricade.
The barricade was so useless. That was so disappointing. Like,
well, we did let the worst roller roll for it. So.
yeah, but it didn't.
Okay, so I
No,
got 2 successes, which is what I needed.
Wasted an action.
I would
he
think
spent an action.
I would think if
I punch one of their number in the nose and pull myself free. So now
Yeah, that would feel more fair.
Yeah,
they
took their turn to destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, because otherwise
Maybe we misread
wasted
it. I don't know,
action
yeah.
and no benefit from it.
Right. So that was me.
Well, that's good. I'm going to do the same thing, or attempt to. So yeah.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to evade.
Yes. I'd be okay with strength, but let's do a battle of will.
You attempt to sneak through the crowd, agility 3.
I mean, that's the same as strength.
But it's a min 3.
That's not going to be good. 1.
Okay. You are discovered in an attack. Suffer 1 damage and forfeit your action.
Oh crap!
Oh, what?
I might die there.
Dang.
I forfeit my action, but I get 1 more action, right?
Yes, but you take 1 face-up damage.
Essentially, what happened here is Michael hit you with his 2x4 and ran. And left you,
As a
and left
distraction.
So
yeah.
you have 1 more action. You can attempt to evade again, but the
Did it
furthest
say
you can
forfeit
get
his
is
turn?
this way, right?
Yeah.
Did it say forfeit his turn or his action?
No, it forfeits his action.
And they'll catch up next turn. Like, that won't work because they'll catch up. But I guess I'd rather keep running and being hit by 1 instead of
Right.
2.
Yeah.
3.
So yeah, I'll try evading again.
Okay.
Or turn and fight.
Right.
Riot grabs at you as you try to escape. Agility 2.
Okay.
Say crouching tiger, hidden fire extinguisher. Bam.
1 again. I failed again.
You are absorbed into the mob and brutalized. Suffer 2 damage and forfeit your action.
Shit.
Oh no!
You're
Okay,
dead.
Well, yeah, that is. I'm damaged. But,
Well, resolve those and then you become wounded.
With 1 other damage face up, then discard this cards.
Oh, well, that technically means you're not at
No
6 yet.
additional effect. Put this card face down. That's a good one. And what's in 0 lives
Or unlimited.
so far. Except for one additional face down horror.
No.
Put this face down.
Oh, well, that's hard.
That's horror. Yeah. I'm still alive.
Oh, you're at 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because one got
But
discarded.
you didn't get to move at all.
Nope. I'm not going to be alive for long.
No.
We are going to end this before the rest of the guys get here because we're going to
Yeah,
end
we
it in
are.
defeat.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought leaving last week that I was like, you know what? I think we might eke by. Nope. Nope. All hope is gone.
Because isn't this one of those games that if one of us dies, the scenario is lost?
There's like one more turn.
Oh, right, for the rest of us.
But
Yeah.
which is, I mean, good
Which
luck.
we're not gonna. Yeah, we still have to get the key and the bell.
Why do we need to
We
keep-
might not need the key. That might be.
Okay.
That might be for a
Well,
special.
I
But we
imagine
might
the
need to
bell's in
come
there and
here,
he's got
search.
the key, so that's what I'm saying.
That's true.
That was locked. He had the key.
Oh, this is locked?
I think that was the one, right?
Or was this,
Uh,
something was locked, right?
yeah, I think that one was locked.
I don't know. It's got dashed
We could-
yellow lines. What does that mean?
We could at least click on the app to
Yeah.
get the reminder of what was what.
Well, let's just see if we can survive the horror stage.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'll probably die this round, and then you guys will probably have one more.
All right.
I might even die too, because if they come around and then I get a horror,
Yeah.
or I'll go insane. I won't die.
So then we all took our actions, right?
Oh no, that won't end the game yet. Never mind, because I would be wounded,
Right.
but then I reset, and only if I
Okay.
get wounded again, that would be that
Yeah.
one trigger. So we might have a couple more rounds.
They're
I
gonna
say,
wound
I
you
say
and
we,
get
but
you
it's
close to
not me
another,
anymore.
yeah.
I can't leave the space, so I am not long for surviving.
Are we ready for Mythos?
Yep. Let's do it.
I think so.
Because we all did our actions.
Yep.
I didn't, but I tried.
The fire spreads out of control. Place fire adjacent to. Okay, so we want it.
I mean, can it go
Here?
through a locked door? We don't care about
No,
that.
it has to go here or here.
I guess outside there, we don't really.
All right.
Or, I mean, we're not going that way anymore, so
I
maybe
think
there.
that might be a good space
Yeah.
for now.
Unless, do the monsters get affected by fire?
Yeah.
Well, then in that case, maybe.
Yeah,
You
Right?
tell me.
Maybe.
Yes.
I think the
That's-
monsters get affected by fire.
Yeah.
I will look at fire and double check.
I think somebody's here.
Watch us die. Or yeah, my stats are apparently terrible for escape.
When a monster starts its activation in space containing fire, moves into a space containing fire, it suffers 1 damage.
Oh, okay. So yeah, stick it there.
At the beginning of each Mythos phase,
Yeah.
They've got like what 6 hit points. It'll
I
be a
don't,
while.
yeah, I don't think, yeah. Every little bit counts.
A trio of stars drifts rather than falls from the sky. This Mythos event affects each investigator in an outdoor space. That's
Shit.
2 of us.
Actually, I don't think you're outdoors.
Yeah,
you're in this.
Oh, right.
What
So
is
it's-
that? That's a
Yeah,
a shack. So I don't think that's outside.
you're
technically.
correct. Okay, so resolve event.
Screwed. I'm going crazy.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you.
Orbiting one another tightly, 3 glowing and crackling lights hover above you. As they spin faster and faster, streaks and flashes of multicolored lightning lash the air. Suffer 1 face down damage.
Oh, that's
That's
good.
not so bad. And then 1 face up horror.
Right.
The Innsmouth mob, which is this one, moves 2 spaces toward the pier. There's the pier. Okay. Anyone on their path? There is no one. So boom,
So
boom.
right where our drunk guy is.
Okay.
The guy we need to get the key from to get into the room we need to get into.
Right. I hope not. But
Each investigator shares a space, but there isn't, so okay, continue. Attacks each investigator, there's none. Okay. Deep One hybrid moves 2 spaces to the nearest investigator, then it attacks the investigator in space with the highest agility.
that's me.
The monster attacks.
I'm known for my
In a
highest
frenzy.
agility, 3.
In a frenzy, the hybrid lunges forward Raining blows down upon you from above. Suffer 2 face down damage, mitigated by strength -1.
Okay. Nope. So you said 2 face up?
2 face down.
2 face down, so nothing changes. So I yeah, that is what it is. That's my limit.
Yeah.
Does it happen now, or do the other monsters resolve first?
No, it happens now.
That'd be nice if it happened.
Yeah.
We just take all that before that goes away.
Yep.
So you're going to, this is going to, because we're going to go to page 7, this is going to be like a wounded thing.
Yeah.
So,
Like a baby bird with a broken wing.
okay. He discards all of his face down. You keep your face up. You get a wounded. You gain a wounded condition, and there was no player limitation on that one, right?
Gotcha. No. It's not.
Okay.
And I cannot move the move action more than once per round. So the most I could do is try to move twice and let both of them hit me every single time again.
So you can't do move
more than once per round.
I think you need to just go down fighting and try to attack.
I'm gonna have to try that. Yeah, but so if this is not the final round, you probably get one more maximum.
Okay.
It's too bad we didn't go there, because I would have said, oh, well, you can only move one.
That would
I would
be
say
funny.
just walk them into the fire.
Yeah.
The deep one moves up to 2 spaces to be in his space with as many investigators as possible, then attacks each investigator in its space.
Which deep one?
This one.
Okay, good.
1, 2.
He won't get in. Okay. I'd be curious seeing about fire, because I wonder
The deep one moves 2
if the
spaces.
adjacency for fire could go to the walls.
Oh,
No, it doesn't. The deep one moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. This one.
That one again?
So
That's
That's even better.
That's happened to me a couple. He's like, oh, I'm free. Oh, I'm not.
this deep one moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator. So 1, 2.
Right into there with me.
Then it's going to attack. The monster attacks. The deep one crouches low and makes a horrible croaking sound before launching itself toward you. So you need to roll agility 1.
Agility +1?
No, you roll agility. You need at least 1 success.
Oh, okay. Well, I get 4, so.
That's good.
Oh,
dang.
well, I got a clue. So we're gonna make one of those. Oh,
Okay.
actually, we're not gonna use that clue yet because I've still got my free reroll.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna use the clue.
Okay. You somehow avoid the terrifying assault. Okay.
Somehow.
The riot moves 2 spaces to be within range as many investigators as possible.
I think it's that riot because this one already.
No.
attacked.
It's this one.
The other guy attacked.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's not moving now.
Well, moves 2 to be within range as many investigators as possible. 1, 2, so it's going to stay where it is.
Yes.
Right, that's how we would interpret that.
I wouldn't have even done all that. He's in a room with somebody. I don't think he would move at all. I think he'd just.
Well, if there was multiple investigators here, then he would. Yeah. But he's not going to move away from a target to go to a room with no target. Is the way I'm interpreting it. So attacks. The members of the riot begin throwing stones, glass bottles, and debris at you. You try desperately to avoid the hail of deadly objects. Suffer 3 damage, agility +1 negate. So you roll agility +1 dice.
Get off my lawn.
There you go.
What's your agility?
3.
So you're going to roll 4 dice to mitigate this.
2.
So you're going to take
Hey.
1 face-up damage.
Wait, weren't you supposed to get rid of all yours when you got wounded?
No,
No,
just
the
face
face
down.
down.
Oh, the face down.
No additional effect with the face down. Yeah, so I'm already half wounded again. We're halfway to my death. And slow.
Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror rating. After all horror checks have been resolved, blah, blah, blah.
We just did a whole thing.
That was their
Why did
act.
we do these cruel things?
Yeah.
So we will start with.
I'll go.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Why did they do these cruel things? I think that would be a great review for the back of their
I
mind.
don't get a horror check because I'm actually not within range of this guy because I'm in the.
Yeah. Yeah. Hooray for Michael.
The Deep One's movement and mannerisms are subtly terribly. Humans suffer 2 horror. Will +1 negates. So roll your will +1.
Will is 3, so I get 4. And I have to roll how many
2.
successes? 2.
Oh, good. Oh, man. Stay sane.
Yeah.
Hang in
I'm
there,
still
kitty.
sane. There we go.
Okay.
I'm not going to survive another round, though.
And then Garrett. So this guy's horror is 1, this guy's horror is 4, and this guy's horror is 4. So if there is a tie between creatures with tie horror rating, which we have, they fall in love and bleed.
No, that's still
Let's
the
go
other
back
game.
into the water.
That's still the Frankenstein. Yeah, I mean, that's how he was made anyway.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Filthy. Mud blood.
You did that Frankenstein, Mrs. Frankenstein.
I know, yeah.
Horrified, that one.
Where are the scarabs to organize and get us, yeah.
It doesn't address ties between horror ratings, which is weird.
I would guess you just get to pick. Who tends to do the least damage? I honestly, I imagine it's you pick because like every other thing that's a tie with them, like directions and all the other
Yeah,
stuff,
that's
like
true.
you
Yeah,
choose.
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, go on.
So,
with that.
so wait,
I
who do
don't
you
think
want
it
to
matters.
horror check against? The Deep One or the Mob?
The mob was pretty rough last time, but I'm still going with them because they're human at least.
Yeah, yeah. You can.
The riot stops and reenacts a recent cruelty. One of them plays the part of the crying victim while the others brutalize him. After a moment, the performance grows overzealous and the genuine cries of pain ring into the air. Suffer 2 horror, will -1 negate. So you roll your will -1.
Okay.
What's your will?
5.
Oh, you rolled 4 dice?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm no good at any physical thing apparently, like strength and agility. Dang it.
Oh man, that was a roll like mine.
5, 6. I guess I'm going insane.
Terrific.
That was 2, right?
Were they face down?
I think it was 2 face up. I can deal with an angry mob. What I can't deal with is an over.
Suffer 2 horror, so
Yeah.
you're going to be face up.
Okay.
The mob just does 2 cards of damage every time.
Now this, no additional effect. Flip it face down. If I get one that like heals damage but discards, nope. Flip it face down. So that's me.
So all those are
insane.
Okay, so now you're insane. So you're going to take an insane condition, but watch for the player count.
Gotcha. There are a bunch of them here.
So you're going to take the first one that satisfies player count.
Gotcha.
Or shuffle.
Where does it say it on this side, or would it say it on the side I look at?
Here. It's on this side, so.
I could just draw and keep drawing until I find a relevant one, or one that I like.
All of these are applicable. So I'm just gonna
Give me one that wants me to die, because I feel like I can resolve that condition. Give me a pseudocidal tendencies.
There you go.
Yeah.
I haven't read it.
Say, you're insane. You want to be taken by the mob.
Right. I want to marry a deep one.
What's the damage?
He might
Okay,
not be,
cool.
he might not be allowed to tell us.
I cannot.
Oh.
But I have a new win condition.
Oh.
So he might be the only one who wins.
Yeah, now I do want to go insane. I gotta out insane the insane person.
And that's all the horror checks.
Yeah, so we can
we're done with mythos.
finally go back to our miserable 2 actions.
Right?
Well, 2 actions for us. I don't know about some people.
Right.
Okay, so
I would like to try and get to that end of that dock and light the thing at least before I go insane, but I don't have enough actions.
also where I'm at. Oh, there's supposed to be. Did we do the search? Oh no, that's this search token. So there is no search token here.
No, I think there might have been a long time ago.
Why does it not have the? You said there was secret passage.
There was.
It doesn't. It's not on here.
I 100% guarantee you it was there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised because it was on the app. Yeah.
Because I was
as
like,
part of the setup.
because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get stuck in here, and then there was
The
a
window,
secret
the door
passage,
opened up.
and then we've been doing that the whole time. It might just not have put it in there.
That's a little bit annoying though, because I thought that we could use the app for most of it except for like
Right.
our character positions,
Yeah.
basically.
I am 100% positive though that it's been there and it has never told us to do away with it.
Did the fire not spread?
Yeah, I went outside.
No, I mean, oh, did it do that before?
It's
Yeah,
at the start.
And there's been so much
Okay.
damage, it feels
Okay.
like multiple turns, but it's all the
Yeah.
same one.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking we should have went this way, and then on the next one it could have spread there and created a little damaged fire barrier for the
It
people.
looks like the fire should be able to spread through, adjacency should be through any borders, whether there's doors or not. So that could affect our next
Oh,
decision.
yeah. I mean, let's face it, you're never getting out of there, so
No,
we'll just-
exactly.
we'll drop some fire in that room and
that way
pull
at
them
least
off.
they'll take more damage if they walk that way.
So this is impassable. This dash. The dash
Right,
yellow
without the
lines.
key, which the drunk guy has.
Unless, did he have the key for
Well, is
that,
this a
or
door? This is a door here, right?
Oh, yes.
So you can get in that way. You just can't go from here to there.
That doesn't make any sense.
It might be a line of sight thing. Oh, because a horror check, you can see through the window. So something here can horror check you here. But yeah, you can get into that door.
Okay, well then,
But
Shit, I
what
should've-
was that you said something about adjacent through walls, which is not what I read. But I will look again.
well,
Yeah,
while you're
if you
looking,
look
If they share a
adjacent.
border, a door, or an impassable border, or a wall. Oh, okay.
so yeah,
Oh,
we're
okay.
gonna fire that room.
We'll make our own Molotovs.
Since we're nah.
So do we think we
Uh,
need
this-
whatever this is?
Yeah,
If you
the-
check on the app, could you double check what that description is? Like, I don't think anything specifically called out Bell, but like you were saying, Leonard, I think that they did say something about
A
it.
large unlit lantern hangs from
Yeah.
a creaking support. You can light the lantern only if you have a light source. So
Right.
for an action, you can light the lamp.
Okay,
Right.
so but we needed the lantern, the bell, and the guy.
right.
So we
And
know
I-
Well,
the
I think the guy says we can move on and
Right.
he'll come when the boat arrives.
Right.
So I think we just need the bell at this point.
Okay, well,
We need the bell and light the lantern.
we had
We have to basically get the bell and go there, and I'll be there and light the lantern.
we had talked to a kid over here somewhere that said
I
there's
think
something
we-
important in there.
right. And what was this? Was this a potential? Well, yeah, I don't know.
This
nobody's
probably
told
just
us.
goes to whatever that room that is, but I don't know how.
That might be where if the bell's not in there, it's probably in there. Or did we ever try to get in there? I think you
No,
tried.
It's locked.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Oh, that's the silver door
I'm
and
just-
just got the silver key.
I'm gonna take.
Because
my
that's where I
turn.
thought
I
the
think
dude
so.
was going to be until you found the dude. Right?
Yeah.
What's the? I'm gonna try to evade. I'll just go because I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna try and get here
Like a
and then
lantern.
wait for the
So
next
you're
round. 'Cause I
gonna-
won't have enough
yeah.
this one, but
You're
at
going to
least-
evade that?
Yeah, I'll
dude?
evade.
Okay.
That'll also put some distance. Where
As you flee, the deep one rakes you with claws like sharpened coral. Suffer 2 face down damage. Agility negates. So roll your agility.
Which is 4.
Ooh, nice.
I don't have any more clues though.
Oh,
2, yeah.
Okay, so you don't get any damage.
Hell yeah. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
And I will try to light that on my next action if I
Okay.
survive.
Right?
Okay, so
If you go insane, you might decide not to.
Yeah.
the thing is do I? We got so many monsters on the board. Do I run away
Or fight
or do I try to see? I could go 1, 2,
and then fight his ass.
3, 4, and I'd be in here. But then he can go 1, 2, and be in there with me.
Yeah, and then that's not a snack shack, that's a love shack.
Yeah. That's how.
And then you're gonna become this guy
And
right
this-
here.
and
Yeah.
this
Know his
group-
kids are.
Yeah.
This group could go 1, 2, and be in there with me as well.
It's true.
Do we really think that's the bell?
I don't know. The kid said something's important in there. It could be the game trying to throw you off. It could be
Yeah, I feel
something
like it's
important.
50-50.
We haven't searched this
because that's
or
locked.
that, right?
No, we searched this. I did. I think. And what was it? It had something like
Oh, you failed the search.
there were failed or there was locks or something on
Yeah.
it. We found.
Yeah.
I think we
I
found
think
out
you
that it was
failed the
locked.
search.
I failed one, and I think I searched
that might have
again.
been me. I think I was
Or
failing
maybe,
the
yeah.
search. Yeah, I think because you were just on that side of the board.
Yeah.
And look,
But I think it wound up being locked, right? Which is
Yeah.
why we needed a key.
The problem is that if I move away, right, that's fine. These will move. These aren't going to move as long as he's alive.
right.
Yeah.
Which won't be.
Yeah, I don't think he's
next
going to
turn,
survive the
but-
next one.
But the thing is at some point, if I move this direction, the monsters are going to come, and then they're going to turn and come after you,
It's true.
right?
Mm-hmm.
We both can suffer a bit more damage before we're wounded.
It's true. I just can't suffer.
I would play it as if you only had 2 turns left because I'm probably going to die this turn.
True.
Yeah.
And then you'll have 1 more turn.
But the thing is, if I have 2 turns left, I can't get here.
Yeah.
It takes my whole turn to get here. Next turn, search, even if it is the bell, I can then go 1, 2, right?
If we can click on this, does it give us information we've had previously?
It,
Because I feel like that was locked, right?
I thought that it was.
I thought they were
because,
locked.
because I thought this one was like
Right.
moldy or whatever, busted out.
it says a number of rowboats are stacked on the dock. You might be able to use one of them to reach the fishing boat in the bay, and it has a search action.
Yeah, we had searched before them. I'm
That we
almost
failed to
certain it
search.
was
Yeah,
locked.
I thought that it was locked.
Because
Then this one says, the logbook is full of neat handwritten notes concerning who rented which boat when, and you could search,
oh, that's right, we did get in there. I searched it.
but you failed the search.
No, this one didn't.
No, I remember you failed in the search. You got a useless piece of log information, but it didn't help. Tell us to take the token away because you didn't get
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
You had to record the number of successes, but because it didn't have us take the token away, that's how I know you failed.
Okay.
This one says, you notice a locked cabinet under the counter. The padlock is old but sturdy. You can unlock the cabinet only if you have the old key's unique item.
Which is going to be.
I have the old key's unique item.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Sorry, how big was the thing that you can unlock? Padlock?
A locked cabinet under the counter.
Would that be a bell, maybe?
Could be.
I mean, I guess it could be big enough.
Dinner bell. Come get your snacks.
Yeah. How
So I could
loud
come
is
here,
that?
try to, but then next turn, try to survive the mythos.
Yeah.
Then next turn, but see, then once I'm pinned down, then I have to evade them to get away.
Yeah, but we might, like Gary said, we might only have 2 turns anyway. So why not go out in a blaze of glory and just find out? Because if you come this way, you're just delaying the inevitable number, never getting back over there, right?
Okay.
So I would say
So
just go for it.
do I have to evade to walk through or just to leave?
I
don't
imagine if
know.
you enter their space.
Probably, but worth looking at.
I mean, yeah, I feel like 2 turns is probably
Jealous.
accurate. So I'd say let's try to just figure out as much as we can.
Get to an
If
end.
an investigator is in a monster space, it attempts to move out of the monster space voluntarily or performing an action other than the attack action or move action, then this was all.
Our only hope is that if we get every item needed, if it automatically if one person's there and says, yeah, we lit it and they're coming, and as long as you have all these, you guys are good to go. Or it's like, nope, everybody has to make it to that corner.
Like, hopefully it's like skips the cutscene.
Yeah.
Everybody
Fade to
still
black.
alive.
4 years later.
Remember that time when we escaped with an angry mob? Your little half-breed children. Yeah, tell them again.
If an investigator attempts to move out of a space that contains a monster, he must first resolve an evade check. But I'm not moving out. No, I'm moving.
Well, you're gonna move into it, and then you're gonna move out of it.
No, I'm just gonna move 2 spaces. I think I can just go by. I don't think I'm pinned down.
Yeah, that's the way I would interpret that one.
All right. You know what? I'm okay with bending the rules a little anyway.
No, I don't even think it's bending the rules. I just think I'm not moving out of the space with monster. I'm moving. Well, no, but I will in my action here. So then I have my next action. I'll be moving out. 1, 2.
Hello.
Okay, so now I have to evade because now I'm
We're dying.
Yeah.
You're dying. That doesn't seem thematically correct.
What was your great quote that I said would be good for the book? It's like, this game is hard or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah. Why do they keep doing? I don't know.
Why did they treat us this way or something?
Why do they keep hurting or being so mean?
Welcome, Don. There's snackage over there,
All right.
per usual.
How was the vacation?
Wow, the vacation was wonderful.
Nice. Nice.
Very wonderful.
How was that? How was that?
Saw some live alligators.
Oh, it was moist. It was.
Nice and moist.
The deep one crouches low and flings itself into the air with a
I'm not in a good position.
frog-like leap. Agility 2.
Leonard's close to lighting a lantern.
I'm also close to
need-
going insane.
The fun part about this game is, like, my favorite aspect of this game is the investigation and trying to figure out what you're supposed to do. Because we started in just here
Yeah.
with the story.
Ouch.
Oh.
I failed.
Apparently,
If you fail, the creature
we
tackles you
found
to the
this
ground,
guy
suffer
Leonard
1
found
damage
from
and
last
forfeit
time.
your action.
So
I'm just
Well, dang.
stuck there and I
From a cop.
suffer 1 damage.
We have to light the lantern and we have to ring a bell.
Oh,
Grievous
to get the
injury.
ship. The ship's attached.
Suffer 1 additional face down damage, then flip this card face down.
So we had to do some investigations too, so we have like some.
And I'm
evidence, but
stuck
yeah,
there,
I'm
which is
gonna
like
die.
really
Michael's
sucks.
not gonna
That
die.
yeah.
We're not doing too well.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'm just going to say this, that if this is you and this is Michael, and he's going to die from this, and you'll die from that, I don't understand.
well, but he's insane, so he has a different win condition which we don't know about.
Okay.
He might win from
Speaking of
dying.
which, it is your turn.
He might win from the horror.
This is on the ground actually, right?
No, discarded. It said discarded.
Discarded, not dropped.
Right.
I'm going to try running.
Is
I'm
the
gonna try
app
running here.
integral to the, like, it has to have
It
the app?
drives the game.
Okay. And it's always had that?
Yeah.
That's the biggest evade.
Surprising.
Yeah, I mean, from the get-go, it's designed to be an app integrated game.
I think
It
the
feels
first.
like the game is
I'm going to
older
try
than
to
that,
move
but-
here.
No, no.
Well, this
I
is
think-
second edition.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think the first edition was still
book.
book. You had a ton of book
Yeah.
stuff that you had to go through.
This is like it's scenarios, and the app keeps track of what the scenario is trying to do and what the monsters
I will let you go because then I have questions for you, Garrett. Because of
After-
our history
Oh, sure.
with these guys.
All right, so I'm going to try to evade, to move to.
Okay, so who do you? So you have to evade the highest attention, which is the riot.
Gotcha.
You know, the guys that give 2 cards every time something.
The riot
happens.
Yeah.
throws several stray objects in your direction. Suffer 3 damage. Agility negates.
I've got 3 agility. I did. Ah, I was so close.
Okay, so you're going to take a face-up damage.
No additional effect. Flip it face down.
Okay, and Now you flip one damage face up, so you have to randomize those
Okay,
two.
Gotcha.
You know, their actions are really going to hurt Innsmouth's tourist
No
economy.
additional effect.
That's the one you should
Good
not
one.
make. No.
No.
All right, that was everything.
What? So did I do my action then?
No, you failed the evade.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I get one more action. I'll try it again.
YOLO.
Yep.
You don't want to like spit on one of them or something?
No.
Hakatui in their face?
That's not. I don't
That's
think
not-
that
that's
wasn't.
not how it
Nope.
happens?
Nope. That wasn't. That. Nope. Nope. Not. No.
You haven't seen how these guys are created, so he's going to Hakatui and then spit it.
The riot pelts you with rotten fruit, paving stones, and what you desperately hope is mud. Suffer three face.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
Suffer 3 face down damage. So agility negates.
3 face down damage. So that's what I couldn't do before.
Wow.
There we go. So I'm dead. I won't even draw.
Oh,
Hey,
and
you
if
had
you
a situation before where
if
that's
you
okay.
suffer 2 or
That's
more
true.
damage, you are knocked sprawling. You forfeit your action.
Gotcha. Keep face up if you ever have more than 2 items. Drop all but 2 of your items. I will deal with that if I'm still alive. Keep face up one period die when it's off.
Nope, yep, you're dead.
And no additional flex. Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay, so let us look up death.
So I think they get one more turn.
Death becomes
Then
us.
it's over.
Becomes you all.
Which means I'm going to like that thing and just hope
Yeah.
for the best.
I'm gonna
Just
like
jump
that
into the
thing.
ocean.
Like that time.
Jump into Cthulhu's world.
I said I don't have the bell, but I got everything else. Come and get it.
You got the guy.
Yeah.
When a wounded
Just
investigator
yell
has suffered
ring as
damage
loud as
equal
you
to or
can.
exceeding himself, that investigator is eliminated. So you're eliminated. You're not dead. You're just eliminated.
Okay.
It's a euphemism.
Yeah.
It's a euphemism I use a lot.
Here's the euphemism.
I got sold to a farm
Oh my.
mistake.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's how you become a deep one hybrid.
Okay.
That's how you maybe.
That's how you make a deep one hybrid.
Yeah. Next generation.
That actually seems more accurate. Like, lay the fish eggs in my corpse.
Yeah.
All right.
It wasn't a corpse before you laid him.
Oh no! How awkward.
How awkward. And you just prayed it wasn't mud.
Okay. So
Or prayed it was mud.
So where does this like
investigator eliminated. I
on
will.
our like?
When investigator is
spectrum of
eliminated, the
other
game ends at the end of
things?
the next investigator phase. At the end of that investigator phase, press the end game. Okay.
Enjoyment level, immersiveness, things like that.
Yeah,
or-
well,
Alright,
just however you want to take that. Like,
Let's just do the mythos
like,
thing
I
because we
mean,
know it's
we've
about to be
done
over.
Eldritch, and we've done
Right,
the
right.
card game, and they're all the same maker, right?
All right.
Yeah. I think I like it more than the card game.
Yeah.
I like
In
card
the
game
investigator
was
phase,
still super fun.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, it was super great experience.
the fire spreads out of control. Place
But it's
fire
It's
in a space
yeah.
But
adjacent.
with the app and stuff,
We're going to put it right there.
sure, it feels even more story based, and something about like exploring the area.
The corridor in front of you
It
twists and stretches on
has a
forever.
little
It is
more
impossibly long.
exploration value
Impossible.
than the card
Each
game.
investigator in a
okay.
hall
Yeah,
or
yeah.
alley suffers
Even
2 horror.
even though it's
I'm
kind of
in neither.
No,
we don't
no,
know
me
what's
neither.
coming.
Okay.
Right.
In this one, it's like a,
The Innsmouth mob
but I've heard that they are.
moves 2
there's
spaces
several
toward
different
the
lanes.
beach.
So if
Yeah.
you use the beach,
That's you.
it might have a
No.
little bit of a different
Oh.
layout.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
And it's always interior.
So right into your space.
Well, I mean, there are some exterior stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always a structure. It's not like the other
Each
thing
investigator
we
shares
had
space
to
plays
do
with mob during this
town.
movement,
Yeah,
suffers
that's right.
1 face down
Yeah.
damage,
Yeah, so it is.
becomes
Yeah,
stunned, and
yeah.
moves to the Innsmouth
But the way
mob's
they come
space. So I just
is
stay where I am,
Is it,
but I become stunned. And I
I
suffer
mean, it's
1
been a
face down
minute since we
damage.
played Eldritch.
Yeah.
But you know, Eldritch is more of
Eldritch
a,
felt
like
more
a
like-
board
yeah.
game. And yeah.
Yeah, so that was that. Yeah, some fun times with that too, but that felt more like a pandemic Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have Eldritch Horror now. I like Eldritch Horror. I have Eldritch Horror and Arkham Horror. I kind of like Eldritch Horror more than Arkham Horror, but I haven't owned Eldritch Horror until recently.
did too. I actually liked it more than the Arkham, but
Arkham's the card one, right? And
well, no. We're talking about the board game.
Yeah.
The
The Horror board game, I think, is better than the Arkham Horror board game.
I was gonna say one of them's board and one of
there
them's
is an
card,
Arkham
right?
Horror.
No,
Arkham Horror.
there is an Arkham Horror board game and an Arkham Horror card game.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
We're talking
Arkham
about the
Horror,
board
the
games.
living card game,
Yeah.
is different than Arkham Horror, the board
Oh, I'm
game.
thinking Eldritch Horror.
Nope, you were right. There is an Arkham Horror card game,
That's just a
Right.
separate
but they
game.
also happen to have an Arkham Horror board game.
Which
Right,
came first.
right. But I'm saying I forgot Eldritch Horror. I think was one I owned. Never
Eldritch-
got it to the table.
And then Eldritch Horror is a strictly board game as well.
Yeah, which played up to 8, which
Yes.
is why I got it. But I never got it to the
But
table, and then I
yeah,
saw
I
it.
would never
Not
play.
well.
I would
Yeah.
never play that
Yeah.
with 8 people.
Yeah.
I
Done.
wouldn't like to play it with
I
4
cannot
people.
perform more than a single action during my turn. At the end of my turn, I can start the card. So
I
for my
might
turn,
play it once. That might be fun.
Yeah.
All right,
I
we're
would not
in
play
the finish
living
line.
card game.
The Innsmouth
more
mob
than-
attacks each investigator within range. Well, that's me.
I think the 2 is it.
The members of the riot begin throwing stones, glass bottles, and
I
debris at
think
you. You try
I
desperately
think
to avoid the
Eldritch
hail of
might be
deadly objects. Suffer 3 damage,
possibly-
agility plus
Jesus.
1
Fun
negates.
to do.
So I'm gonna roll
once
5
where you're
dice.
just controlling one
3.
character.
Yeah.
I do love that too.
These mobs are crazy.
Me too.
Okay,
that's
so
two.
A little bit more
Two,
sustainable is part of
I
the
will
fun.
take
Like,
But-
1
I
damage.
didn't worry about
Face
saving
up or
my
face
life.
down?
It's,
if
face up.
everybody was playing with the idea
Lasting
that if
injury,
I
keep
die,
face
just
up,
grab
no
another
effect,
one,
keep this card
and
face
we
up.
all,
Yeah.
No
and then
effect,
we just
but
went,
keep it face up.
because I think
So it doesn't go away when I'm winded.
this doesn't
Um,
look like it has, that
There's
the
no
other
reason.
one.
I suffered 2
Well,
more damage,
yeah,
but I
besides
didn't.
that, but I think
Um,
what Eldritch has that
The deep
is
one
interesting
hybrid
to me is you could go bang, bang,
moves
bang,
2 spaces
go to
towards
here,
the
go to
nearest
there.
investigator.
It hits you
1,
as fast as you can hit it.
2, it is
Where all
going
the other
to
things
take
that I've
1
played,
damage.
Arkham is like that too, but all the other things I've played are more
They're
story
long.
driven.
And then,
more, yeah,
no investigators in
Yeah, I
space.
guess
The deep
it might
one
be about the same, actually.
moves 2 spaces. 1, 2. It will
Right.
also take a damage.
We carried
Fire.
our stories through. But in the
Are you?
that's a double
But you're
sword.
trying to defeat this man.
The deep one moves 2
Yeah, where
spaces.
in Eldritch we
This
have a
deep one
specific
to the nearest
what do you call it,
investigator.
what do they call
She's
it,
gonna attack me.
Eldritch, that we're trying to.
Growling and hissing, the deep one attacks with savage swipes.
Yeah.
If its webbed claws suffer 3 damage, strength plus 1 negates.
I like
This is brutal.
I don't think Michael's gonna.
There you go.
Oh
Wow, where have those been all game?
Okay, and then the riot moves
Where's the campaign?
2 spaces to the nearest investigator, so it's going to be there, and it's
It's gonna take a damage.
It's fun to keep playing, but also it's like, oh, it's not
Okay.
how bad my character.
Yeah, right.
Whereas this when you start fresh every
Each
time.
investigator must
Yes,
resolve a
You
horror
lose
check.
the campaign.
Yes, the campaign.
That is just
yeah.
me,
So it's both.
and I'm
it's a
taking
balance.
it from.
They're probably about the same.
I will choose
Yeah.
from the riot.
Yeah.
I feel like the riots
They're
are
all
pretty
good.
bad.
They're very.
Well, then I
I
will
think
choose
if
from the
you
deep one.
like can see
They keep throwing all these
the
bottles
major
of shit in.
differences and
The
play
deep
those
one's movements and
differences,
mannerisms are suddenly terribly
that
human,
would
suffer
make it
2
interesting
horror,
to kind of
will plus 1
switch
negates.
around.
Oh yeah.
Is it the same? Like,
It's very similar in mechanic.
There you go.
All right.
but I mean, like
It's
these
difficult.
people and the.
And then
like,
that's
Are
that.
you
That's
hitting
it.
the
So
same?
investigator phase.
And this is our last
This is
investigator.
our last one.
Mateo,
So I'm just gonna
he was-
interact. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna try to light this sucker.
Are there old ones in this?
I
Or
don't recognize
Unless you
it.
want to try to
From
evade
what
first
I'm
and
sure
just see
from-
what's
I
in
don't
that room,
recognize
just for
it.
shits and
I
giggles.
can't because I'm
Fifteen,
limited
so
to.
Yeah.
I'm
librarian,
stunned.
The chef is.
I can
Yeah.
only, I can't perform more than 1 single action during my turn, and then I'll
So I think they might.
So I can
Oh, man,
move.
yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
That's all I
Yeah.
can do is attempt to evade
It's a
and
great
then
figure who has
attempt to
skull
move.
with him, Laura.
Right.
I would
Nice.
still say go that way if you do evade. Just
Michael's.
to, I mean, not that it matters, but
And
just
Yeah.
to, just
and
to
your
move towards the
enemies
plot.
are
Okay.
Deep
But
ones, things
I
like
will
that.
attempt to
There's a couple
evade-
of, like,
I have to
Spawn
evade
and
the
Crew
riot.
Code that
Yeah.
They haven't come into this one. Right now we're fighting the
There's
deep
a
ones, the halvesies,
Or
pretty
the
rough
instant
looking
mob,
thing
I mean.
over there.
and the monsters. Yeah, those are like Star Spawn or something. So I think.
So it's all
and
like
then a bunch of
Spawn.
And then this is a
yeah,
horrific
cultists,
Pokemon.
Yeah.
The mob throws several stray objects in your direction, suffer 2 damage, agility minus 1 to 8.
I think the variety comes from the exploration itself.
Yeah.
And if we played again, we would know the goals ahead of time. But it would be a slightly different layout. Maybe have different enemies.
Sure.
There's
And the app scales it, so you can have different numbers of investigators.
Well, you can negate one of them. Not that it matters. You got a clue, so you can.
Yeah, but I'm going to
arguments
go.
with,
Wow.
the trailer.
Yeah, I might as well, because I'm not
Oh,
Yeah.
Even though it's not.
Okay, so then I'm going to take one face up.
Feels like we don't know what's coming.
Right. Interesting.
Keep face up. If you move more than a single space as part of a move action, flip 1 damage face up. But I am now at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
Wounded.
I will go wounded, but first it says then flip 1 damage face up. So I'll take all of these, shuffle them.
One of the examples is that like somebody wants the house to burn down.
Yeah.
So
Become dazed, then flip this card face down.
Yeah.
So I become dazed or whatever it matters.
Dazed and confused.
This will go away because this is my turn. But
I didn't see that as a.
I also become wounded, so I will get rid of all of these.
Seems like you really need to manage the monsters. in
Didn't
this.
hit
You
that either.
cannot let them get too built up.
You have to attack.
Yeah, you really have to.
Yeah, I think like that's the thing about all of these games. That's what we were talking about with like the games that they have where you can, like your investigator could die and then you can create it, bring a new
You
investigator.
cannot
into your
perform the
team.
move action more than once each round. Well, I can't do one action. Or I couldn't now. Could, but then when you have suffered damage equal to your health, okay, anyway, it doesn't matter because this was.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then.
All right. I'm gonna interact with this and try to light it with my oil lamp.
and then ring it like a bell.
And
I
then,
still think you
yeah.
should yell ring ring.
Yeah.
You light the lantern, it burns brightly, its light piercing through the fog. Out in the bay, you see a light flash twice. If you
So
can
it was
signal the
pretty
boat,
good.
you could escape. Become focused.
So we actually contacted them.
So
We
you're
really
gonna
know
get
what we're
right,
supposed to
the
do,
focus.
other than investigate, so we collected items or whatever.
If you could signal. So if we had the bell,
Eventually
I
found
would
the
be
radio,
able
found out
to.
what we're supposed to
You may
signal,
discard this card to convert all
but he was
your
waiting
clues
for
to things that are going on.
Then discard the search token, so you have one more action.
These are all things that can happen.
Man, there's not-
Based off of-
There's nothing to do.
if you take Sam.
Oh,
So rarely used
You draw the
actions,
card,
a push,
so
a
there's
set
something
fire,
that's
or a
Yeah.
steal.
and then
Physical
physical
damage.
damage.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point though? It's our last turn. So.
Okay.
To draw them.
So you're
That's
done?
it. So
And
end game.
sometimes it'll
Okay.
draw them face down and say you should more. It's like,
Yeah.
don't take 3, but they're face down.
The loss of your fellow investigator leaves the group in shambles. You struggle to continue the investigation, but the loss of your ally proves devastating. You flee the scene, leaving the matter unresolved. The injuries you have suffered and the traumas you have endured will never truly heal. The knowledge of the dark things that lurk in this world and your failure to halt their machinations will haunt you for what little remains of your miserable life.
Well, you found,
Oddly
2
enough-
out of 3.
Oddly enough, I survived the longest.
Yeah.
I was the most
On the
hurt from the
verge.
start. Yeah.
So my insanity, I don't win the game as normal. Instead, I win only if the investigation is complete and you have 2 or more evidence unique items. Otherwise, you lose the game. So I would have wanted to trade or something.
Yeah.
If I were with you.
I don't know if I would have wanted to trade with an insane person.
Right. Exactly.
Insane in the membrane? Okay.
That's Charles. That's a good timing.
Thanks, Michael.
Yeah, that was enjoyable. I would play this again.
Blanchard.
Hopefully better.
Blanchard.
I do want to at some point get my Deep Madness back to the table.
Yeah.
That's another one with a lot of setup.
Alrighty, so let's we're gonna clean up this game and then
You
we
literally
will-
just finished playing it?
Yeah, well, it was the carry
It was the conclusion of last
They've been
week's
playing
game.
for a
So
week now.
I haven't stopped.
They haven't stopped once.
Yeah.
We lost.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
all that
Wins
effort for
again.
nothing.
It is fun to have those games on the table because you play for days and hours and hours and hours, and then at the end you just lose.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a co-op
Heroes-
that you guys
Heroes
lost.
go in that bag.
We actually.
It was a co-op thing.
Yeah. And we co-opted.
What was your what
Yeah.
what was yours
I-
insanity?
I could have still won with you. I wanted 2 pieces of evidence, 2 unique evidence items.
Did you have that?
No. And for the investigation to conclude.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
though,
okay.
we-
You could have stolen one from me. In theory.
I mean, it happened after you were gone. Like, I wasn't saying after you left.
No, but I
But I
mean,
could
if
have.
you had
Oh, if
lived
I
and
could-
copied
That's
from
what
me, you
caused
could
me
have
to go
stolen.
I
left.
am still convinced that
You left
Bell
it.
was in there, and we were just on the cusp.
Okay,
Yeah.
Leonard,
Who was it
carefully
that
put
blew
all
up
the
the most in
minis
the game?
in this bag, starting
Okay.
the large and then the
Who made it
medium and then the
carefully?
small
I
ones.
was the
Yeah.
first one to die. So proud of it.
You didn't play with him, though?
No, they started this last week when I was out. I went out
Here's another.
last week
Here's
was
2
my,
more mediums.
spring break, so we went down to New Orleans. No, it's still there.
It's still there.
Wait. What did I say? The large ones, then the mediums, there's 2 more
Oh,
mediums.
okay.
And then
Now I will say this, that one night I was like, oh, my wife's like, why don't you want to go to like casino? So I went down to the casino and quickly was like, this is not for me.
oh,
Well,
these
let's put
need
it
to
this
put
way. I
not
walk
that.
in. I mean, it's been a minute since I've been at a casino. I walk in. I only do like table games. And look around every table, like the minimums are like $20 minimums. And I'm like, where's the $5 table? And it's like, there's no $5 table anywhere. Like, all right, well, I guess, so I played for a little bit, but it just goes, because I'm not
Any more
gonna pay $300
conditions?
bucks, I'm like,
Blow on a gamble.
I can remember being in Vegas and being like, bring in 40
Is
or
this
50
for
bucks,
the
sit down
cardboard
at a
chips?
craps table and get a beer and go for 2 hours, playing $3 to $5 at a time and whatever, and you just need to win a little to keep that going. And I'm not interested in like winning money as much as have a good time for a couple hours. It's like this with alcohol.
I always found their little.
And it-
Was there only one stunt?
when it's that much, it just.
Oh no, these are just not. all enough.
You got $25 on the table, and somebody rolls.
Or maybe
seven,
they
you're
are.
like, oh,
Maybe it's
everything
not.
just went away.
No, it's saying
So now we're
should
gonna go
not
back
come after
and
stunt.
lay off.
I always thought these proof of
And I
purchases
just,
were
I just don't want to play
ridiculous.
with that much.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
so weird.
it's like,
I think
What?
I remember that more than
if everybody could recreate everything else, you
I
know,
don't have a problem
they
with
could
having.
make that
five
very
or
exactly
six
tile.
thing if they're
Oh, we
spread
recreated
out.
all these cards and boards, but the tile,
And-
that
and
was the
that
thing we could not reproduce.
It's gonna last me, like, that amount of money on the table is gonna last me 10 or 15 minutes of a rotation, I'm okay with. Because likely a couple of those will hit, mitigated, so I'm back to playing $2 at a time.
I imagine
But
each deck
when
gets its
it's,
own bag.
when that $2 is $10 at a time, it's not.
I don't get any dopamine from it.
Yeah.
So like when I lose money,
Derek still
I
working
have
on it.
Are the items?
Alphabetical.
have a really nice meal from that.
And then I'm
No, I mean they should be
at
out.
the computer version.
How did that guy get left
They're
behind?
cheaper, but you're by yourself and you're just pushing a button. Like, I even played the craps that has the little dice in the machine. And I was playing $1.
Did you play on light crap?
And I was like, you push the button and it rolls and it gives you the number. And I was like, okay, well, I'll put $1 on 6, I'll put $1 on
Is this all for
Roll.
the stack?
8. It gives you a number.
So, right?
Yeah. And then you're like, well, what do I do? Well, and at that point, I might as well be on an iPad.
Some of these bets were player kits when we were
But
saving
I don't want
games.
any money
so
on
they're
it.
more bags.
You got you.
I'm smart
I'll
enough
just
to
keep the
know
other
that
bags
I'm
in
gonna
there. So the next time you play.
And so
And then is this?
the
stack done?
consequence
You
of
don't have
going
any
down to
other-
$1, I'm just gonna buy yourself. I do.
Which means there'll
I
be
do
one bag
enjoy
left over.
when you're at a craps table and there's 15 people there, and somebody rolls the dice and you wait for it, you see the number, and everybody cheers, everybody goes, oh, and that's fun. And you like turn to the guy next, and the guy next to you's putting $100 on the table, and you got $1, and you're equal, right? That's fun. But yeah, so then I was like, well, I would never, be in a situation where I would be in New Orleans on a, Friday night or a Thursday night or whatever.
Stick it in there.
3 blocks.
Eggs into a corpse.
That's
French
right.
Quarter
Just
by
like the
myself.
deep one did to you.
So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna walk out.
You gotta
I said,
breathe.
I'll be
You
back
gotta
in
breathe.
my tent.
All right.
The deep one said, let's play
So I
Thanksgiving, you need a turkey.
French Quarter, and then I'm just like walking through, and it's just like the craziest thing. Because you look in and there's people in suit and ties having fancy dinner, and then the guy goes, "Hey, you want to come in here? No cover charge. Girls are naked. It's great." And you're just like,
Thanks, Michael. That was fun.
I enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yeah,
It is
We,
brutal.
we thought
It's fun.
we thought we were doing
So
well
I
at one point, and then we lost.
well,
did.
it's that.
We just have to play it half of
But they're not every.
at a time.
I've been to the French Quarter.
I think there was like a halfway point where I was
Like
like,
the French Quarter, especially
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
in Bourbon Street.
Yeah, because we
There's
were
like
finding
a
things.
penthouse club,
There was like
Hustler
one guy that
Club,
appeared. We
and,
took him out.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Hustler,
Yeah, we were.
Club,
We were.
I thought the
moving-
turning point was gonna be when
whatever
successfully
smack.
moved him the
Like,
way he
it's,
wanted.
it's
I
a lot
found
of
the
that.
guy and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
in
Yeah.
between them
we're
are.
there.
And we got a light source. We know
Yeah.
we can light a lantern. We know the lantern's gonna be probably on the dock.
I was like,
We just gotta find this fucking dog. That's all
And
we
then the
gotta do.
riot split in two and all these other
Yeah.
people spawned.
Yeah, all we gotta do is find a fucking
Like
dog.
did music, there's, I mean, it's a cool kind
That
of.
deep one spawned
The
exactly
thing
where we
that
needed to
brings you
go.
is, like,
The mob screw.
I never saw it, but I remember somebody saying like,
Yeah,
no,
I'm curious
you're
where
gonna
the
show
ball
me
actually
across the
was.
street is the sex museum. Like, that's kind of
It had to be in
what
that shack.
place is that makes me go. Or you
I mean,
come
we
walking
explored
down the
everything else.
street,
That
guys
one room
are
that didn't
like,
exist
"Hey,
was
you
locked,
wanna
I couldn't
come
get
in
to
here?
it."
You got
Right.
girls,
The
whatever."
key.
And next to me is like
Unless
some
maybe they
lady
both
walking
could
a
put
baby
bells
in a stroller.
against
Or
my
people with
other
their,
curiosity.
their 12-year-old
Maybe
kids
that's like a
sitting there
bell
like,
tower, and maybe
walk
there was a
along,
bell-
and
Who
I'm
knows?
like,
We'll have to find out later.
it's just a strange.
Some